This Torah class is brought to you by TorahAnytime.com.
Okay, so it's a great schus to be at Mamish Shemakoim Noira, the Kever of the Ramchal. We don't have exact, clear evidence, but we know that there's some kind of connection with the fact that the Ramchal passed away at the age of 40 and Rabbi Kever started learning at the age of 40. Why these two luminaries from different time periods would be very next to each other, inexplicably, well, who knows the secrets of the universe? We know the Ramchal wrote many Sfarim, aside, of course, from the Mesilas Yesharim, where he penned the immortal words, Yisaid HaChasidus, V'shar Sha'avoda Tmimahu, Sheyizbarer, V'yisames, Eitzel HaAdam, Machay Vasai, Ba'olamai, Ulamatzarch, Sheyasim, Ma'batay, Megamosai, B'chal Asher Hu Amel, Kol Yemei Chayav. Those are the seminal words, some of the most important words ever written, that the foundation of all service of Hashem is recognizing the simple idea of what our objective in this world is. But of course, Ramchal wrote Derech Hashem, and he wrote Das Tevunais, and perhaps his most important work. Also, he wrote Klach Pischei Chachma, and many Svarim of Tfilos. He wrote the Sefer Adir B'Amoraim. Adir B'Amoraim, he starts off with one of his most important fundamental principles of the importance of the study of Kabbalah. And he quotes the Zohar HaKadosh in Parshas Nosai, which says, V'gin da'asidin Yisrael lemita mehai ilana dechaye di'ihu Zohar HaKadosh yipkun min galusa berachameh. That when the Jewish people begin to taste the taste of the Zohar HaKadosh, that is when we will be revealed. In other words, if it says Ramchal, if you wanted to know why is Mashiach not here, because Klal Yisrael is not tasting from the Zohar HaKadosh. So now the question is, does that mean everybody should become Mekubalim? So Rabbi Yaakov Hillel suggests that many of the practices today in Halacha are based on the Zohar HaKadosh. So even if one does not study it as a regular limud, but nevertheless many of the practices that we incorporate into our Avodah are based on the Zohar HaKadosh. And we could add as well, and I sent this to Rabbi Yaakov Hillel, that much of the Sifrei Musar today are meyusad, of course, on the Zohar HaKadosh. The Sifrei Chavetz Chaim are, if you look in Sefer Shmiras HaLashon, it's page after page after page. Sefer Nefesh HaChaim, Yisaid V'shar Sha'avoda. So, and mitam doesn't mean you have to eat a meal of it. Mitam means to taste. There's a very big difference in halacha between eating and tasting. So, for example, if somebody merely tastes meat and doesn't swallow it, it's a question whether you have to wait 6 hours. Or in the 9 days, there is an opinion that even though you can't eat meat, you're allowed to taste it to see if it tastes good for Sham. So tasting means just to get a little bit of a flavor. But the Ramchal certainly brought to this world more than a taste of the secrets of the Torah. And as we mentioned by Rabbi Akiva, Yesh Koino Ilama B'Sha'achas, Ramchal passed away even before the age of 40, and yet his legacy to Klal Yisrael is really unparalleled. Zchusa Yagin Aleinu, V'al Kol Yisrael, Amen.
You've just experienced another Torah class brought to you by TorahAnytime.com.